Good morning, ma'am. You're here with ATM Fox with All Time Media. It's nice to have you today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Hope your day's going well.
Could be better.
Better.
But I'm here, so far so good, I guess.
Oh, it should get better with me.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm here to give a voice to the voiceless.
Okay, sounds good.
May I have your name?
Melissa.
Say that one more time.
Melissa.
Melissa.
Yes.
Okay, where are you from?
Here, Philly. This neighborhood, actually. Originally, born and raised.
Okay. How old are you?
45.
45. Wow, you look pretty young for 45.
Thank you.
So what's it like out here as far as let's start from childhood. What's childhood like?
I had a good childhood. Both parents still together. There's 4 of us, 2 brothers, 1 sister. So I had a pretty average childhood. My addiction didn't really start until later in life. I would say my 30s when I started with pain management. That's when I kind of got involved with the opiates I was prescribed, and doctors started cutting everybody off. I was one of those people. Dope was cheaper than buying pills, and here I am.
How was your life like before all of the drugs even came into play?
It was pretty good. I was married before. I have 2 kids. Had a full-time job. I have a college degree. Did what everyone does, pays their bills, goes to work, raises kids. And then things just spiraled out of control once the pain pills got cut off.
So 2002?
Yeah, 2002 was the car accident. I was 22 at the time. My pain symptoms didn't really start until I started pushing near 30. And that's when I had to see pain management regularly. But I have nerve damage down the right side of my body. I have 3 herniated bulging discs in my neck, a metal plate in my C5 to C6 holding one of those herniated disc plates. Because a few years ago, 2017, it shifted and started pressing on my spinal column. So I could have been paralyzed. So they had to put the plate in and hold it in place. That's where the scar's from, surgery. Yep.
Okay. Oh my.
They went in through the front.
Is there? Oh, there's 2 of them.
Well, it's just the one. Yeah, they went through the front, but it's between the C5 and C6 in your spinal column. I also have herniated bulging disc and a lacerated tear in my lower back.
Oh.
So that's where all my injuries are, which was causing a need for the oxycodone. Didn't realize when I started taking oxycodone that opiates have a physical dependence, and you're pretty much addicted as soon as you take it. I didn't even know what withdrawal was at first.
Okay.
I assumed it was my pain symptoms, so I was taking more because I thought it was my pain. So I was like, oh, my
pain.
Right. So then I learned what withdrawal symptoms were and realized I was addicted. So.
And when was that? When did you realize that?
Probably about a year, almost 2 years into pain management, when I started asking questions and hearing different stories from people about withdrawal and being addicted and, things like that. So I learned about withdrawal and addiction to opiates and everything involved with it. So I educated myself, tried not to steer along this path, but it's hard. It really is, especially when the sickness kicks in, because it physically hurts.
What was it like making that transition from, using from the doctor to grabbing from the streets and using?
It's way easier, actually. It was a lot easier, because like I said, once the doctor cut buying the pills, through people and streets, that was really, really hard and very, very expensive. So going to dope and heroin was way cheaper and stronger and lasted longer. But now I lost everything that I worked so hard for, and I'm trying to take steps to get all those things back and myself back. Mainly housing right now is my priority. Yeah, because I've never been out on the street like this ever. So It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. But I'm trying to make it through, so I'm trying to stay positive. So
What's it like being homeless?
it sucks. It really does suck. It has its advantages as far as, not dealing with jerk landlords that I've had in the past, causing my stress levels to go through the roof.
That's an
But
advantage.
I would take that, though, over being homeless, honestly, if I think about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because being on the street, it's horrible. Like right now, I'm freezing. All my things have been robbed. The little things that I accumulate out here that I use on a daily basis get taken from me. I have to try and replace them
On a daily basis.
on a daily basis, yes. I've had bags taken from me every single day this week. Literally. My sunglasses off my face while I sat on a busy corner with at least 50 people around me. My sunglasses were stolen off my face. My favorite pair. Anyhow, so I know they're replaceable items, but they're very important. I haven't been smiling much lately.
Are you nodding off and they're taking your things, or are they just really like strong arming you and taking your things?
I'm mostly sleeping or nodded out. Most of the times, I'm not nodded out from being high. It's from being exhausted. You can only stay up so long. I'll stay up for days at a time. So I'm alert and not, aware of my surroundings and people around me to try and prevent being robbed or, other things happening. But you can only stay up for so long. You're human. You got to sleep. So a lot of times it's from exhaustion.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And then, but then when I do get high from being exhausted, I nod hard. So I don't wake up when things are being taken from me. Like my blanket off me too when I was sleeping. I didn't even wake up. I didn't know till the next morning.
Being as though you're homeless, I gotta ask this question.
Sure.
How are you making money for your addiction?
I don't really want to say anything. It's going to get
you
me in
be
trouble.
honest,
But
please?
if I can be
Just wanna
honest,
educate.
mostly boosting.
Mostly boosting.
Correct. Yeah.
You make the most money out of boosting.
Yes, I do.
How much are you making?
Average daily, I would say between 150 to 300.
$150 to $300 boosting.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. What did you steal?
That I don't want to get into.
Yeah.
So, but that being honest, that's where I make most of my money.
Okay.
And then I try and help out, offer clean up the neighborhood. So some of the people from the street will get some money together and pay you for that. If you sweep up the street and clean up the trash and things like that. I hate littering anyway. So
That's honest work right there.
yeah, and I don't like littering. So, but it's hard because there's so many people trying to do that too.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So do you work on the corners at all?
No,
Not at all, right?
that I have not done and don't intend to do. But I understand
good.
it is an option, but I don't do that.
I only asked that question because that's the typical work for most females out here.
I know.
Sad to say.
It's sad but true. I understand.
Okay, you get approached.
I do all the time. During the day, it doesn't matter what daytime. It could be morning. I mean, some of the most randomest gentlemen approach me that I would never even think would. Yeah, so I get approached all the time.
Have you ever been approached by someone who wouldn't take no for an answer?
Yes,
I'm sorry, what happened?
that's okay. Other guys that are also out here homeless on the streets that we're familiar with one another, some of them will step up and intervene if they see a guy trying to be too pushy or, see like an altercation maybe about to happen. So there are a lot of good guys out here that will protect some of the females and help out if they can, if they see some kind of, trouble
Right,
starting.
right. How long have you been on the streets for?
A little over a year now. I was living out of my car for a while until that got taken, and then now I'm on the street literally. So it's been a little over a year now.
Okay, a year. It's not too bad. Where were you living before that?
Up in the Northeast, in an apartment. I had a duplex. Like I said, I was working full time, normal job, paid my bills. It just got too hard paying the bills, rent, food, all that good stuff, and then my addiction. So
Just a year ago, you was a functional addict?
Yes.
What you're trying to?
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah,
Oh my.
I was. So,
And how did you end up stuck? Were you like coming down here to cop and going back home, or
I
and
was.
It became, go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
yeah, I was going to say, that's exactly what happened. I had previously in the past had somebody who was dropping off delivery service, I should say. That stopped, and then I had to start coming down here, right, to cop and roll, pretty much. And then, yeah, it just got to be too much because my dependence grew, my tolerance grew, money just started coming here instead of going to where it should have been going. And, yeah, just got out of hand. I got laid off from my job. COVID happened. I was working from home. I actually did have some clean time in there. But then once COVID happened, working from home, stressed out, had a bunch of different factors coming at me, found out I was getting laid off, all that.
Right.
Kind of, not going to say that was I guess that was the reason that triggered my relapse.
Okay.
But it was my decision to relapse. So I'm trying to get myself out of it now. But it's just not happening fast as I would like. So time moves very slow out here. You kind of lose concept of time, actually.
Okay. As far as family support, do you have any?
I do. It's just that my phone was stolen, so I haven't really had much contact with them. When I do get a hold of a phone some way,
And they know you're out here?
they do. And they're very upset, worried, mad.
Have they tried to come get you yet?
Yes, they have a few times.
You ducked them?
I tried.
They caught you?
I did get caught by my sister-in-law, who took me all the way out far in Montgomery County, got me a hotel room for the weekend, but
What happened?
made my way back down here.
Making my way back downtown.
Yes.
Yeah. Within the past year, have you gotten any? Have you gotten into any alterations? Well, have you gotten into any altercations? That's what I meant to say. With anybody?
Not physical altercations.
Okay.
Arguments, screaming matches, yes.
With a man, woman?
A few women, mainly men, trying to steal my bags, like my things that I've boosted that I need to.
They take advantage of you men because they know they can overpower you, huh?
I think they can. Some of them. Some of them can, but actually yesterday an incident happened, and yeah, so all the guys around me were like, "Wow, you were really about to square up with that dude." He actually ran off.
Is that why every chick out here makes sure they keep a man by their side just for protection?
I think so. I honestly think so. Yes,
Do you keep a man by your side?
I do. Actually, the man that you see me with earlier is my husband, my legal husband.
Oh, we interviewed him before. He's your legal husband?
He is. Yes. He actually left to go get himself in treatment, and but he didn't want to leave me alone for obvious reasons. And he's here with me, so
He came back out here,
for me,
obvious reasons, yeah.
yeah, because he doesn't want me alone. You know, being a female, and
He loves you.
he does. He does. He loves me very much.
I'm sorry to ask this. Has his circumstance always been like that? Is it the gentleman I seen come right next to you
Yes.
earlier?
Yes.
Yeah. Has he always had a hunchback like that?
No. It's just been from being out here, walking around so much, you know, carrying bags, backpacks, things like that.
Okay, he's carrying bags. And
Yeah.
over time, he gained a hunchback. How long would you say it's been? I know you've been around.
Like I said, about a year, a little over a year. He also has a lot of back problems and pain, things like that too. That's kind of where his situation started too.
Was he living with you?
Yeah, we were living together at the time when our addiction was at its worst. Although this might be the very worst.
You know, that's a question I can ask you. I can't ask him that question.
Yeah.
He's going to feel a little,
Right.
you know,
No, I know.
emotionally attacked.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
don't mean to attack.
No, I know. And yeah, he hates it. He really does.
How is it maintaining a relationship while you're in addiction? Is it like times you guys have fights or
Oh,
arguments?
of course, yes. And we butt heads a lot, especially if one of us is ready to like leave to go into treatment and get things started, and the other is not. Sad to say, I've been the one not lately, so that's been the basis of the majority of our arguments lately. It's extremely
getting
hard.
clean?
Yeah. It's like I'm ready, but I'm scared at the same time. It's something I'm fighting with myself about. Like, so,
You got to do it.
I know I do.
You guys have any kids together?
Not together, but we have 3 kids amongst each other. I have
Okay.
2, he has 1.
Oh,
So they're all grown. Our children are all grown.
they're all grown.
Yeah, they're all grown. We're both 45, so our kids are in their 20s.
and have your kids came out here trying to look for you? Have
Yep.
you heard from them?
Yes, we have. And like I said, extremely upset, worried. They just have a mix of emotions right now. They're more worried and concerned than mad and upset. And I think that causes them to be mad and upset because of that. And I hate that fact that I'm causing that. We are causing that. That's part why I get upset every day and like cry, sort of. But I don't want to upset my children, so I'm really trying to do things for them.
Listen, I know you got things to do, so I'm not going to hold you up too long.
Okay.
You and your husband try to stay away from them thieves out here, okay?
Yeah.
Please.
We try.
Keep each other company. You say you're homeless. I just talked to the young gentleman earlier. I'm not going to disclose his name. Well, I'll disclose his name. His name is Julian. He's a cool guy.
I know.
He's currently living in a shelter. I'm not quite sure if it's a couple shelter or not, but I advise you guys to get into a shelter. You know, it's getting cold out here.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I wish I could pick you up and take y'all somewhere, you know, myself. Like, not to a
understand.
shelter, but like to a place where you can live. But
I understand.
life don't work that way. We all know
Unfortunately,
that.
I know.
Any religious beliefs?
I mean, him and I were both born and raised Catholic.
Catholic?
I'm more towards like Christian religion now.
Lord
Just
and
you know,
Savior
being an
Jesus
adult
Christ.
and yeah. So I'm very open-minded. So I'm always about trying new things. So I've been seeing different churches and things like that. So yeah, we both try and keep our faith
Is
through
your
all this.
husband named Dan?
No.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
okay.
We interviewed him so long ago.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if he actually completed it, but I think you might have someone that looks like him. So there's 2 guys. He does look like
Oh,
a guy. It
there's
might be
another man
Dan.
that looks like him.
It might be Dan. So because him and a guy look like they look a lot like they get mistaken for each other. So
Right.
it might be, might not. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe, but
Well, Melissa, like I said, I'd like to thank you for your time.
sure.
My name is ATM Fox. I'm here to give a voice out to the voiceless.
Okay.
I hope your family doesn't get upset with me.
I don't think so.
I'm only trying to help. I'm out here trying to help you guys, and I really love you guys. So I come out here every day to talk, to speak to you guys, because nobody else will.
Exactly.
And it's only right you guys have a voice.
So yeah.
Because
right.
you know, sometimes people end up out here stuck, and their stories don't get told. Maybe we can possibly get you some help.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Love you, Melissa. I'm gonna see you next time, okay?
Yep.
And hopefully you'll be clean.
Hopefully.
Most likely.
Hopefully.
I see it.
Fingers
I see the
crossed.
potential. Amen.
Bye.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind the scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you guys. The link is in the description below.